My name's J.C. McCauley.
I'm Naisha McCauley, and you're watching AccessTV.org.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, thank you kindly for all three of you that responded to that. I really appreciate it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you. What you just heard was a drum call. The drum is used in many African societies as a way of letting people know that it's time to gather. And then once they gather, drums are played to bring everybody to a common focus. And it is also a very important tradition that we honor our ancestors, those people who came before us, because it is by virtue of their pain and their perseverance, their trials and their errors, their tears and their triumphs, their genius and their generosity, that we walk the earth and enjoy all the comforts and conveniences made available. So it is only fitting that we should take some time and acknowledge it. But before we do that, I would like to take time to acknowledge the Almighty Creator. You know, I've heard it said that people give the Jews credit for sort of inventing the idea of one God. But we didn't have to invent that. We always knew there was only one Almighty Creator. So it wasn't an invention on our part. It was an acknowledgement that we must always give thanks and praises, because it's not by our personal will alone that we rise and breathe today. We must give thanks and praises for our health and strength, enabling us to go forth and partake of the activities of the day. And we pray that they may be peaceful, positive, purposeful, and productive. Amen. I say. Now I'm going to pour libation to our ancestors, and I'm going to ask for your help. When you hear me say, we offer thanks and praises, would you respond by saying, Ashe? Here's one for rehearsal. We offer thanks and praises. Ashe. Very good. Now, it's very important that we not respond, half-heartedly like this. We are not mourning our ancestors, we are celebrating. So therefore, we should give forth a vigorous acknowledgement, because after all, we are so grateful that they made it possible for us to be here. So, for this we offer thanks and praises. Ashe! Very good, very good. Thank you. The libation statement says this. May we always remember those who have gone before us. For this we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation. May we be inspired by their vision and their valor. For this we we offer thanks and praise. Ashe. Libation, Ashe. May their lives continuously remind us that people are more important than possessions, that service is more important than success, that principle is more important than power. For this, we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation, Ashe. May everything we do be shaped and molded by honesty, competence, and commitment. For this, we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation, Ashe. May our children and their children's children carry forth with pride the dignity and nobility of our history and our heritage. For this, we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation, Ashe. And to the Creator of us all, may we dedicate ourselves to making the world more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited. For this, we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation, Ashe. To the ancestors of humanity all over the planet Earth, we offer thanks and praise. Ashe! Libation. I'm going to encourage you to strive for discipline, dedication, and achievement in all you do. Dare struggle and sacrifice and gain the strength that comes from it. Build where you are and dare to leave a legacy that will last for as long as the sun shines and the waters flow. Practice daily umoja, unity, kujitagulia, self-determination, ujima, collective work and responsibility, ujama, cooperative economics, nia, purpose, kuumba, creativity, imani, faith. May our children honor us by following our example in love and struggle. May the wisdom of the ancestors always walk with us. And may the year's end find us battered and strong. And when we sit again together, may it be in larger numbers with greater achievement and closer to liberation and a higher level of human life. Now I'm going to ask you one more favor. I'm going to say one of the 7 principles. I'll say umoja, and I'd like you to say lift your hand, clasp your fist, and pull down and say Harambe! Umoja. Harambe! Oh, that was beautiful. Yeah. Yes, we're on it. We are definitely on it. Thank you so much. So, we're going to go through that. We'll say 7 Harambe, one for each of the 7 principles. And on the last one, though, we're going to find out who the choir is. Because we're going to hold it until I pull my fist down. Okay? Umoja. Harambe! Kujichagulia. Harambe! Ujima. Harambe! Ujama. Harambe! Nia. Harambe! Kuumba. Harambe! Imani. Harambe! May the Almighty Creator always bless you. May the ancestors always guide you. May our paths cross again very soon and very often. My name is Brother Abu, and thank you so much for being in attendance here today for this wonderful occasion, naming ceremony. Thank you.
A pleasant Sunday afternoon. Habari, Jumbo, Asante. My name is William Moses Lou Brown, a product of this community, and always happy, especially when there are young people like our future who are sitting here, and the elders, all of you. Can I welcome you on behalf of the new village, the African American Pyramid, and something I've learned in the last 6 or 7 months, the communal family of Africans in the Americas. Only because of the fact communal is the operative word, the respect we must have for each other. With that being said, the members, thank you all for having me here. Abu, Sister Nandi, Sadeki, Sister Terry, Akil is not here, Atrium is not here, and Baba is not here, but their presence is well known, and learn them. It's important. What it meant for me is that when you know who and whose you are, you stand taller. A greeting to you from Sadiki.
We have a round of applause for Brother Sadiki. No, I need a serious round of applause. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm here for one purpose. Dedication. Dedication is another word for unity. Our organization right now, Little Family, is based on unity. It is all, its ancestors and it is love. Right now, Brother Akeem couldn't make the flight. That's right there. He is going to speak to you about the communal family. Originally, the communal family started back in the mid-80s. It started with the idea of brothers and sisters. Oh, can't hear the mic. Few brothers and sisters with the idea of adorning an African name because it presented your soul. The European name just identifies you. In that commitment that everyone made back there in the mid-80s to love ourselves first and then love our culture and our people. And we have done that. And I really would like everyone to take a look around because everybody here has been down in this struggle from the beginning of their lives. They wouldn't be here if they hadn't had that kind of passion and love for themselves, their culture, and their people. So, in that bonding of the communal family coming together, over 35 years ago, we have done that. We have gone into our community and we have spread culture and love through who we are. See, that's the adorning of a name, is who you are. From that commitment, we now want to create a better bond. All of the people that are a part of this, and there are quite a few,
I'm not making excuses for the ones that don't make it, because that's not a problem. See, that's a part of the way that we used to look at things. Everything that we've done in the past has been through a European concept of us bonding, using America, becoming a part of things in America. So I want to take you back to what is really the most important part of the communal family, and that is why we're still here. We're still here because we're not leaving, first of all. We grew up in this, born in this, we're not leaving it. But the thing that we didn't do was, we didn't adorn it like our own. We kept trying to be Americans instead of Africans first. See, Chinese be Chinese first, Polish, Italian, they're gonna be them first. We faked it. Excuse me if I offended anybody, but we faked it up to this point, and not the people in this room, but as a culture. So here we have an opportunity to put together in Hartford a bonding committee that will help take care of the African American here in Hartford. This is what our plan is. So in receiving that African name back then, that bond has not weakened. You are still a part of that same bond. If Rap was here, he'd be asking and bleeding for your dedication. And I'm doing the same thing. If we can take a look at what is possible from a group like ours. See, we tried the community leaders, we tried the politicians, we tried the religious leaders. And up to this point, they've led us nowhere. We have not achieved anything. Every race has to be led by its culture first. It has to be led by its culture. See, then the culture disseminates what it wants to those other departments. But we kept wanting them to lead and go fix things for us. It wasn't their job. Plus they went basically out of popularity. They were popular, so we stuck them in there. They said they was gonna do the job, we stuck them in there. We didn't send them there. We didn't ask them to go do it. They didn't come ask us what we want to have done. So we're not concerned about that, because we're going to put together a better process. And I'll go into that a little later. But I just wanted to reaffirm the commitment from the communal family and the new members that we're taking on. The commitment is going to be the same. In that process of a commitment, does anybody recognize this? Yeah. It's a broom. What ceremony is this broom known? Marriage. Wedding. That bond between those two people. Personal contact, not a piece of paper. In this room, I want everybody right now, please stand up if you can. What I would like from everybody is to, when I say take one step forward, if you're going to commit yourself to where we're at right now. Please, one step forward. You're symbolic stepping over the broom and the commitment that we need. And I just want you to be able to do that yourself in this show. So sitting in that chair, say, yeah, I'm with it, I'm with it. Stand, party something, and fulfill what we need more. Did that at the Million Man March. We came home, we didn't do anything. We need to do something. Thank you. All right, with that, I'm going to close with the commitment from the communal family. I'll be back.
We're just making some adjustments in a positive way, because some of the brothers and sisters who are supposed to be on the program are not here. But we're being very positive in where we're going, what this is all about. And each one, I'm hoping, will take away and do their homework and understand what we're talking about. The communal family of Africans in North America. That being said, Abu.
Hello again.
Hello.
You know, this is wonderful because there's nothing I love better than talking to people and having people talk to me.
All right.
I want to ask you a favor. Please take a quick look around the room. Just take a quick look around the room to your left, your right. Are we not a beautiful flower garden of people? If you agree with that, let me hear you say, I share. I share. Yes, yes. And I know that if we look long enough at our differences, we're going to see our commonalities. And in that will be our salvation. Now I'm going to speak as briefly as I can as to who are we? Who are the communal family of Africans in the Americas? Well, we're a group of people that decided that we don't have to change our names, but we can expand our identity by accepting traditional African names. My African names are Abubakar, will you say that?
Abubakar.
Kenyatta.
Kenyatta.
Ojinga.
Ojinga.
Molefi. Sister Terry, will you stand up? This is the beautiful young lady that gave me my name. You see, you have a choice. You can either choose your names or you can have someone award you your names based on how they see you and your personality. So I want to thank you so much. So we are people who realize that we don't have to throw anything away concerning our identity. When I received my name, someone walked up to me and said, well, you know, you got to get rid of that slave name now. And I said, no, I don't. I would never get rid of anything. I'd never throw anything away that my parents gave me. Because they named me based on their experience at the time. So I identify with all my names. Now, a lot of people call me Abu, and that's short for Abubakar, and I really like that. So, you know, when you see me again, please don't hesitate to say, hey, Brother Abu. Try it now. Hey, Brother Abu. Thank you. So listen, we are those who understand how important it is to expand our identity, to include as much as possible the totality of our experience. And in order to do that, we had to step back and say, well, you know what? Gee, we've let other people call us everything but a child of God. You know, we've been called Negroes and colored and all kind of wild stuff. So we are those who decided, well, you know what? It's time for us to tell the world who we are. And so we decided, in offering that explanation, we want to have names that reflect our history and our heritage, our origin. Because, you know, it's important that you know the past so you can alter your present and therefore build your future. So that's who we are. We are those people who are trying hard to address the wrongs that have been done. We're trying to come together and understand that, you know, there have always been people who have achieved individually. But now it's important that we collectively seek to achieve for the benefit of ourselves and those who come after. So this is a very good part of who we are. Would you stand up, please, brother? Would you stand up? Please don't, it's okay. This is who we are. This is our future. Look, you look into their eyes and you can see the future. And you know that the future is in good hands because look where they are today. Right? They're not playing a video game. That's okay. But it's also important to understand your history and your heritage. So let's applaud them for being here. Thank you so much. So again, thank you very much. This is who we are, and pray that we just continue to grow and expand in consciousness and in numbers. Peace and blessings be upon you all. Thank you.
I was giving some applause, and I take just a half a second. Our future, look at those beautiful. Let's stand up. Hey, sit down. Stand up and praise them. Our future.
Good afternoon again.
Good afternoon.
And again, I'd like to say, we are the ancestors of our future. Listen to what that says. We are the ancestors of our future. And what we set, they will read. And if we set a good book, they will read a good book. How we live, what we set up for them, is how they're going to. Everything that we do is to put that next platform right so they don't stumble like we did. Right now, I want to go through this list. This is a list of all the programs that we've done. In the communal family's name, the cultural arm is called Around. And all of you see me running these programs. We've been doing it since 89. Running all the different cultural programs. But reading them because we are all a part of it. There's been thousands of people, not just visiting them, but becoming a part of them as cultural people. Because once they come to my event, they become around. They become the communal family. They become members of their own culture. The Nelson Park Basketball League, the drill team contest that we had a family day and African American parade that we had. Senior bass club. We also put on senior and youth bass derby at Keene Park Pond. Bell Square Community Day. Put a float in West Indian Parade some years ago. Sister Cherry still has the trophy. We won first prize for originality. So we've been involved. We've been doing things. We created the Freeman Fair, which is a fair that we did in Keene Park some years ago to establish that fair. That fair consists of us contacting all of the different Africans from the different countries that's here in Harvard. Some of them were at the ceremonies back in the mid-80s. We want to contact all of them for this fair on a beautiful summer afternoon and set up a table for every one of them that we can find from that country to have them put up their wares, jewelry, costumes, literature about their country. We want to be able to bring everyone up, be able to mingle, go around and talk to these people from different countries. They are our brethren. You don't know them, they don't know you. We exist in the same atmosphere. And it's time that we unite. That program is set to do that, hopefully in the future. The reason why I'm reading this, because this is who we are. And if we can bring back parades, festivals, fairs, ceremonies, and do them, we are the doers. We have always done, but we've done it individually, separately, we struggle. Now we're talking about uniting the concept. So we go on. We did family camp weekend. We took young mothers and their kids to camp so they felt safe in a nice environment. We did that for 2 years. Can't keep running all the programs, so some of them kind of split to the side. We hope to get them back together here. We did the African American Parade Security for the first 8 to 10 years. Let the Men Cook Contest, fundraiser, where all male cooks serve a nice dish. Pay $10 to come in and eat, and then you vote for who you think is the best entree and dessert. The program runs beautifully. It allows us to have cultural food and be able to mingle with each other in a meal concept. states. We did the legendary over 30 over 40 basketball league the last year that it existed. Friends at Old North Cemetery. I need to speak to you about it because we have the African American Historical Society that's not manned with as many people as we want. Now, I'm going back to the Black History Project. Anyone here familiar with the Black History Project? Please raise your hand. The Black History Project was a $150,000 grant to gather in Connecticut all the historical artifacts from slavery to now. They did a beautiful job. They put together a museum-sized collection of uniforms, letters, shoes, belt buckles, everything from slavery up until now. It's somewhere in the story. But we need to get it out, put it into a place that we can show our history and our culture. We need to have this historical society form itself better. So the people that's on that list that we're asking to be a part of it is strong. The soldier ceremony takes place in Old North Cemetery. There are 6 soldiers in there on the Connecticut Historical Register. There's over 20 of them in there from the Civil War, the 29th All-Black Regiment. The American Legion, different soldier organizations. We did the 8th ceremony this year at Old North. We would like to have people come out, become a part of it, bring your kids, see the history that we have. If those people had the fought, you wouldn't be sitting. I mean, this is the real thing. If they had went in there and helped the white people win that war, we would have lost and we would have probably been 2 countries that needed a passport just to go down south. And we still would have been in fine. They sacrificed, never to have kids, never to exist or breathe again. They were willing to give their lives so that they, we would come together, were the beneficiaries of what they sacrificed. That's our ancestors. And if they could do that, we're alive and breathing. We can do more while we're here. We had a racquetball club. Brother Narvis got the racquetball club. We did 2 rallies opening up 2 buildings in Keeney Park for the last 2 years doing registration. There's Halloween parties for the kids to keep them safe. Stop the violence, drill teams. We promote as much as we can. We have Surgery Break, which is tennis and golf. Excuse me, we've given out proclamation citations to different people in our history and our culture that we feel should have been honored in a lot of ways. We work with the West Indian Parade. We work with a group called the Ethiopian World Federation. Anybody familiar with them? They are closer knit group to our culture from Africa. We've given out all of our different events. We've given out over 10,000 trophies in the city of Hartford, all the way down to New York and back. Drill teams, fishing derbies, football, basketball. 10,000 trophies with Harambe on it in the home here in Hartford. 10,000. That means people came out and participated in every one of those programs.
Excuse me, Brother Siddiqui, what does Harambe mean?
Pulled together.
That's pulled together.
We need to pull together. That's why that's a part of our cultural program. Because everything we do, we pull people together and have a good time. Brother Who, when it comes to a family, there's always one focus to speak in a lot of different places across culture and our people. This is kind of run the program for years. Your organization is
I'm also cultural consortium, and now I have Mounties Marche.
Mounties Marche.
Mounties Marche.
We can talk to you about it. We talk to you about it. Get more on the thing. We have Pat Lawson. Got here heavily horse women. He's run a beautiful program. Beautiful program to get struck. Keep a live animal program here in Congress right here. To keep a program open that has to do with nature, if nothing else. The concept of life is sharing with animals. That's a beautiful thing. So many kids have gone through that program. I ran through this in the Bible. Then we have McCauley Junior run cultural program. Now, I'd just like to see who else in this room runs cultural programs, been involved in cultural programs. Please raise your hand. Please share your programs with them. Let them know what you do. Let them know where you're at and what kind of benefits, what things we can do to unite. What we want to do here today, once we leave here, this room, and finish the ceremony, we're going to a sidebar with all of the elders. We need to have a sit-down talk about where we're going with our future. We don't need you to do work. We need you to be guided. You are the experienced one. And if you just supervise, our young need to pass the torch, so we need to train them to pick up the torch and step forward. But we can't do it if we don't have a program. I just want to run to you where we're at. We're thousands and participating with our people. We've done so many things through the years that we've seated ourselves here. We don't have to stop going. We have the concept. We've been working, but we need you tonight. Thank you. I need you to understand that community thing. On the bottom of your agenda, you will see that there are African words. Practice. Even before you leave here, read. Look at it. Say them. I'd like to hear people greet each other with some of the African words before we leave. All right? One thing, I'm sorry, back again. If you took the time out here, on the table out here, we have literature. It is important that you read to understand exactly what this is, exactly what we are, who we are, and where we're trying to go with this. We have invited Dr. Belton Best from CCSU in the Britain to come and be our historical speaker. He's a very learned professor and doctor in African American culture and history. I'm not sure why he didn't make it, but he's still a part of things, one way or the other. His speech was on the timeline of the African American in America. And this is what we've been struggling with for so many years. And I'm going to run through this. In a timeline of slavery, the first thing you have, and the literature was out on the table, I hope people got this one, if not following. In the timeline, you have the first set of historical progress that we made was in the late 1800s when our advocates, W.E.B. Du Bois, and a lot of the other ones, we name all of them. They were the first soldiers, the first warriors that stood up in our defense. They were the first college-educated black men in America that could stand up to the system. They stood up to the system. They stood guard in front of us as a people back then in the late 1800s. Then came Marcus Garvey, the Black Star Movement, back to Africa. Okay, they don't want us here, let's leave. A lot of reasons it didn't work, but this is what worked. He was able to put together a good plan. One thing that black folks will do, they will follow a good plan. If you don't have a good plan, you won't see it. But if it is a good plan, you will see it because of it. Garvey's plan was uniting the people. Now, let's not talk about the leave here thing. So he united them, created a bank, created a new thing. he created a organizational structure that was solid. Now, we have to, I want you to take these pieces in that I'm giving you, so that at the end, you can see where they all fit in. Next thing, Martin Luther King. Okay, we ain't leaving here, and let me put this part in there first. We are a brand new race in the whole world called African Americans. Consider what I'm saying. We are a brand new race. No other culture has been extracted like us. 4 million came here, 6 million went to South America. I don't know if you know that. 6 million Africans went to South America. I think we had that. 4 million made it here. Wait, what Martin did was, he said, we ain't leaving. He said, open up the doors that our people had for peace and prosperity. And that's what he did. A lot of people don't like this non-violent concept. But he did what was necessary and not get us beat up to get those doors open. He did it the right way. Now, he didn't run up there with guns, force them to do this. He did it in a way that America understood what he was doing, not the politicians. That's what's important. So Martin opened up those doors, made it possible for us to be prosperous. Now, understand this time thing. Now we're in the 50s and the 60s. In the 60s came the Black Panthers, Kwanzaa, a few little political movements, but in those things, the Black Panthers gave us that newspaper, that grapevine. Across this country, we could not use the white system newspaper or television to get our message across. They gave us that newspaper, they gave us that link that stretches across this country to put us in contact with one another. Kwanzaa, it gave us the ability to work with one another. The first part of Kwanzaa was 7 articles. So they should be listed out here. The 7 articles are about family. Go home and peace with your family for those 7 days. The principles are the articles that you work with. That's how we're going to be able to work together with the 7 principles. The ones that I read to you a few minutes ago. Within that process of those things happening in the 60s, this is what really happened. We already told them no. I mean, everything that happened in history, from slavery up to that point, was built for us to be able to prosper. And we did. The 60s came. The doors were open. We benefited from it. Not a lot personally, but our kids. Take a look at it. Our kids got into some of everything now. Colleges, good education, good jobs, good skills. But, 90% of our kids are doing all right. They're out there in America, which meant it worked. Whatever happened, we kept them stay in school, get some education, because we can't stay here. We have to move on in life, and they did. Now we have millionaires. We have a lot of millionaires in our family, in our cultural family. The next thing that came was the Million Man March. Now the march knew. March, NAACP, they knew we were staggered at that point. We're not going nowhere, we're not doing anything. They called 1 million black men to Washington. It wasn't about the billionaire made it. It was about the consciousness of everyone else in America that was ready for it and with it, whether they made the travel or not. They still were with it in their heart. So that timeline moving up to now kept giving us the pieces that we can work with. We kept expecting those pieces to be the salvation, to open up those doors, to be the finished product. It was not. But if you take a look at what I'm saying, each one of us gave us what it takes to run a village. We had them warriors in the beginning. We had a good plan with money. We got all the doors open so we can do what we want in America. We can do what we want. We have to sit there and just keep changing. Kwanzaa allows us to work together. Panthers, we're going to put together that newsletter first here in Harvard. And then we want to expand it. We're going back to the Million Man March. In that march, they gave us 2 things. They gave us the ability to dedicate ourselves to the place. And they gave us a pyramid. They said, we create a national headquarters, a state headquarters in each state. Then each city functions to their state headquarters. We'll be able to unite ourselves. But they didn't give us a plan on how to do the city when we got home. That was the problem. Every city, every group, and every city across this country trying to do their city. Every city is different. And the combination of people in it that work was different. So there was never a neutral plane. So the timeline of everything that they gave us adds up to what we consider as a village. We have warriors that protect us. We have a plan that the village is, that's unity. We have the doors open to the barrel. We can go and do what we want. We have a way of working with one another. We got that newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the opportunity to put together that pyramid, starting with Harvard. That's why we're here. The timeline, to kind of vision a little of what it added and what it gave us in that timeline. I'm not trying to be long, but I want you to understand why we're here is because we saw in those historical things that it added up to.
I just want to say something. I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And if you become more.
Come closer, Adam.
All right. Don't take it too long now.
I'm not. But this is Dr. Beth took long to me.
Too much.
Okay.
Take your time.
That's the mic. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Do you kind of get the picture of what I'm saying? So if all of those things created the concept of the strength of a village, and we are a brand new race in America, if we put ourselves together and orchestrate Harvard first, get Harvard going by the concept of the plan that we have, putting it together, working it so that this city has to speak to us if they're going to speak to our African Americans. That's what the timeline is basically all about. I'm going to end with that because after we finish this meeting, we're asking some of the elders to come to the sidebar so we can talk more about what the new village concept is all about. Thank you. We stepped out of room right now. Okay, Brother Fountain's got to get to the singer. We had a well, that was just the one we got. Okay. Well, great, but it's taking a long time to get started. Thank you for being patient.
Brother Alfonso. You're on.
Oh.
How's that for timing? Great. Brother Alfonso Madrid.
How's everybody? Everybody okay? That's good. My parents gave me the name Alfonso McGriff III, and I always say that I love you, and I always will, and I will never, ever, ever give up on my people, ever. Before I read what's in the name, I just wanted to say something briefly, and that is, I was extended the honor of the name Moj, which means wise one. And that's a serious honor. But I would like to share with you what it means to me to be a wise one. And this is something that I've learned from elders over the years. And when I think of a wise one, I think of a person who understands that what we think we know is but a speck of dust from one grain of sand in a puzzle piece that's made up of an infinite number of grains of sand, in a puzzle that's made up of an infinite number of puzzle pieces, in a universe that's made up of an infinite number of puzzles, in a potentially infinite number of universes, which means what we think we know is nothing compared to all there is to know. So it never makes sense for us to feel the need to argue about information, because we're all just trying to figure this thing out. The other thing I've come to understand is that whether we are aware of it or not, but everything we can imagine is possible. Because when we look around us, everything that we see that's not the forest and naked people started in the consciousness of men and women. And then it was made manifest into reality. So everything we see that's not naked people in the forest started in our imagination, and then somebody made manifest that thought into reality. So everything we can imagine is possible. It's just a matter of us evolving in our own personal knowledge and wisdom to make manifest what we've imagined and bring that into fruition. Which means that there's no such thing as it's not possible. Everything we imagine is possible. So, when people try to help us to understand what is impossible, the wise one recognizes that they just don't understand. We should never allow somebody to tell us what's not possible. And the other thing I want to say to young people and to everyone is that there is absolutely nothing, no thing or person more important than how we feel about ourselves. Amen. And we can't hand that over to other people to determine for us. Because how we feel about ourselves determines what we make manifest into reality. So all of the ceremonies that we go through and all of the things that we say we believe in, if we don't feel good about ourselves, it's just empty motions. If we don't have respect for ourselves, it's just empty motions. It means nothing. So what's in the name? Everywhere in Africa, the name is considered a distinct part of the individual. There is something like a material and physical affinity between a man and his name. A person can be hurt through his name. And so to avoid this, it is sometimes kept secret. To pronounce the name is to act on the soul. To provoke it is to contain it. I want to say that this goes for any person or human being, not just men, when it comes to a name. We African Americans have always been restless name creators and name takers. Witness the popularity of certain European names, especially from France, Scotland, and Ireland. Interestingly, few African Americans have found German or Slovakian names attractive. Almost none of us take Japanese or Chinese names. There's another interesting thing. Often we take the foreign, but we modify them in some significant way. At the very least, we change the spelling. A list of the names our children in any large city will reveal evidence of the continuing serious thought that we African American parents give when we're naming our children. There appears to be at least two reasons for this widespread. On the one hand, we are African people. Therefore, for many of us, the ancient African traditions associated with naming remain a part of our way of life, at least at the subconscious level. The fact that many of us are aware at different levels of the calculated way that our African names were taken from us. We also know that colonizers and slave owners knew that to destroy our name was to weaken us as a people, to disorient us, to make us dependent, and to force us to wear the symbol of that dependence, alien names, forever. So the taking of non-English names or the manipulation of their presentation may be regarded as a declaration of independence of a sort. The first freed slaves in the United States, I like to say, for those who were enslaved and freed in the United States, were extremely proud of their African ancestry. Many of the early churches, benevolent societies, and social organizations actually honor them. So the name is extremely important as it relates to contributing to how we carry ourselves and how we feel about ourselves. And we can't underestimate the significance of the name. Thank you very much.
Now it's time, an important time in this program, and a very important time.
Thank you. We have to make some adjustments due to the fact that some people are unable to be here. But I still feel that they are with us in spirit, if not in the flesh. So now we're going to read off the names, right? Of
All the recipients. When if your name is called, because we have a tough list, if your name is called, we want you to stand. Once you stand, then we'll continue with the reading of your African name and the meaning and the country of origin. Other than that, if you don't stand, then we'll pass this. We'll shorten this in time. All right?
the first name is Nick Oliver.
What we have is one of our young ushers. Once the name is read, if you're here, they'll be bringing the certificate to you. And as they bring it to you, then you can be seated. Take the first. Keep the first certificate. You come over here for a second. Bring me the certificate. Thank you. We want our young.
Okay. The next name is Raymond Long. Johnny Williams, Barbara Ann Anderson, Charmaine Shanoia Anderson. Forgive me if I mispronounce his name. Sherry Shepard, Earl Hardy, George Dillon.
We have a seat or once we see you.
Shakaria Yvette Williams. Jeffrey Gaston.
These are all people who already received their names in our ceremonies here at this center. We did 3 of them here in 95, 96, and 98. The first 3 were done by Rap at his studio. We had 6 ceremonies that we've done completely.
LaFonda Yvette Williams. Anthony Alexander.
I'd just like to note too, Anthony is passed. Sherry Schaefer is passed. You know, they had their names before they did. We still honor our past. Remember.
Okay.
Kiosha.
Keosha Antoinette Alexander. Shirley Ann Williams. Ebony Cylin Adams. Tanya Marie Long. Kiwan Terrell Long. Elijah Long. Brittany Chantel Harrison. Kamari Grant. Deborah Banks. Marky Thornton.
Where they go?
Michael Sharp. Some people have. Teandra Roldan.
This is a list of my kids.
Alicia Fothergill. My man went forth, was fruitful, and multiplied. Felicia Fothergill. Cheryl Thornton, I'm sorry. Jackie Thornton. Della Fothergill.
All my kids. All of them.
Jared Fothergill.
Oh, let's see reading now. Gerard.
Okay. I think this is Rayshawn Holmes.
Where is he? He's out there? Okay, he's out there. Help me. We got Ray.
Okay.
We'll hold on to it.
Right. Ruthie Thornton. Lisha Thornton. Or Alicia.
Alicia.
Alicia, yeah. Okay. This is pronounced Chaney or Cheney?
No. Oh,
No.
Cheney, yes, Cheney.
Calvin Cheney.
Here?
Oh, somebody.
Okay, stay there, stay there. She's gonna get it.
Leonard Stanley.
Bring it to her, too.
Shemaiah Stanley. Valerie White. Siobhan Della White.
These are all Nick's kids now. Not mine, mine is it.
For now. Joyce Oliver. Well, one thing with Nick, we're not going to go into extinction. We'll always have somebody around. Nikki Oliver. Robert Oliver. Arthur Oliver.
Hey.
Nick Oliver Jr.
Hey. Got a namesake.
Bela Oliver. Charlie Oliver.
We have no care of individuals because it's a separate honor.
James Doyle.
Thank you. Here we go.
Nick White.
Oh. One second.
Mr. Henry Brown.
These are new recipients. Of course, we all know Henry. Oh, wait.
Mr. Sherman Bowen. There's Anne Marie Williams, better known as Jetta.
We don't hold that yet.
Okay. To Miss Anne Marie Williams on this date, September 30th, 2018, honoring our ancestors at our Hartford, Connecticut chapter, congratulations. The bearer of this document, as a part of our rites of passage from this day forward, shall be known as Terramesha, meaning always willing to serve others. I think that's aptly named. You know, this sister here has a program called Living Legends, and every year she honors the elders in our community and the up-and-coming elders to be. So we want to thank you very much, Sister Anne Marie. Mr. Charles Barrow. Okay. This date, September 30th, honoring our ancestors at our Hartford, Connecticut chapter. Congratulations. The bearer of this document as a part of our rites of passage from this day forward shall be known as Communal, meaning quiet warrior. And I believe the language is Kikuyu. And we don't know the country of origin, but we know the area is in East Africa. And the Kikuyus didn't have This is the Thank you.
All right, we made a mess. Thanks.
Well, I'm gonna stand
You
back.
got yours,
Let's
right?
hold it.
All right, we'll put the rest of these together.
I'm gonna stand back.
Take care of it already? Yeah. We got it.
To Alvin Carter Sr., yours truly. Now these are elders. So Abubakar Kenyatta Ojinga Molebi, which means noble musician, he who drums and is a keeper of the traditions. Again, I have my beautiful Sister Terry to thank for these names. To Walter Bailey. You want me to read this?
Yeah, Andrew didn't get this.
Okay.
We didn't read this.
His African name is Atim Nantambu, and I'm sorry, the meaning is not written here.
What is it now?
Atim
Yeah, and
Nantambu.
our seniors right now, we don't have the history from the book. We're waiting to get that, but the first names are in it. But the country of origin and the definition and stuff, we don't have on the elders. We're trying to put it all back together.
Vera Bailey. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I lost my glasses, so all I see is a blur. Somebody's going to have to read these names.
Okay. Yeah, Vera. Her daughter's here,
Oh, okay.
but you can read hers.
I can't.
Oh.
You got to read it. I don't have my glasses.
I can't. I don't know how to
Can you
pronounce
help
that
out?
either.
Can you read the name? No. All right, I've just been lent some glasses, so this will
I
help.
don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah. Ajika Suhalea, Vera Bailey. Okay, you will have it. Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, then you can tell. Go down. Okay.
George McDonald, congratulations. Kataka, meaning keeper of the crops. We definitely need that. Oh, okay. Gerald Fothergill. Congratulations. Siddiqui Simba, faithful 9. Wanda Pitts. Congratulations. It wasn't my fault. That's
Oh, you're fast, dude.
Can we applaud this young man's reflexes? He caught that. That was excellent.
Lock in, not staying.
Yeah, we should just take it down.
Okay.
You know,
We had your mic on it.
There's a mic on it.
there is no.
Yeah, it is right there. Okay, we'll go from here.
Wanda Pitts, congratulations. Amira Maha. Kasha Bailey, congratulations. Moncho. Sandra Little. Not here?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nato Nini, or Nalo Nini, I'm sorry. Nalo Nini. Teresa Patricia Ramin. Ariba Bakita. Not here. Congratulations. Thomas Bailey.
Deceased, past, we honor him.
Okay,
Rap's older
posthumously.
brother.
Olatunji Kunte.
Good to you.
Patricia Elaine Lawson.
She do, we don't. She was supposed to give us.
It's not here.
No.
Marva Angela Larman. Congratulations. Oh wow, this is a tough one. Please excuse me for a moment. I just have to really try to get this one in my head first before I pronounce it. It looks like Uwimana. Uwimana.
That is Marva. Do many of you remember Marva? Yeah. She passed, I think, a couple of years
Oh
ago.
yes.
Sister
Definitely.
Marva.
Worked
Right,
very
she's one of our original members too.
Yes, I remember more. Ibaye. To Christine Dixon, African name Nandi. Congratulations. Sherman Nimrod Adams, African name Adisa. One who makes his meanings clear.
His daughter was here. Yeah, where did she go? Oh, okay. Bring this to Sister Ann.
To Harry Hardy, congratulations. Brother Kazimbe. Terry Morrison.
Terry.
Can you share your African name with us? Once
Say it
more?
again.
And if it's her goodies, will be remembered.
All right. Right here.
Beautiful. Kenneth Benefield. His African name, Akil Obitaya, which means intelligent king of the world.
Okay. Now we're going to go into the new recipients.
Andrew Woods. On this date, September 30th, honoring our ancestors at our Hartford, Connecticut chapter, congratulations. The bearer of this document as a part of our rites of passage from this day forward shall also be known as Muwamba Karim. And it means aptly so, strong. That's all it says, strong. But I would like to add also caring,
Right.
and most of all, dedicated. Thank you so much for all you do for us.
We'll correct that.
Okay. Miss Nakia Fothergill, African name Kabibi, meaning little lady. And again, this is Swahili, and it's most likely from an East African country.
Thank you. Right here. Our daughter.
Carl Hardrick, African name Mutira, a counselor or advisor. The language is Kikuyu, And most likely the country of origin is Kenya, since the Kikuyus are a very large ethnic population in the country, the East African country of Kenya. Pat Johnson, she's unable to be here due to medical reasons. Bim Kubwa, a great lady. Again, in languages Swahili or Kiswahili, and most likely an East African country. Mr. Jonathan Bruce, congratulations. African name, Mtamgwalizi, leader, pioneer. Again, language is Kiswahili, and the country of origin is most likely East, could well be Kenya, but it could also be Tanzania. Alfonso McGriff, congratulations. African name, Muji, wise one. Language is Kikuyu, and again, the area of Africa is East Africa. Yes. Cheryl Smith. She's not able to attend. Her name is Tema, which means queen.
And if you know Cheryl, her whole life has been being a queen of her craft and her kids.
Cynthia Jennings.
Yes.
Luigi Dasiri, one who speaks.
Yes. Cynthia is one of our strong politicians that we plan to put back into action the right way. Whipping them, not being one of them.
And the language is Kiswahili, and it's from East Africa. Shell Thompson. Congratulations. Inyache, I'm sorry, Baoud. I can make out the last name.
How do you pronounce it? The first one. Inye?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Did everyone hear that? Can you turn to them and say that, please?
Tell you to practice.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to add that Kelly is a craft woman. She makes beautiful outfits. You need to contact someone that can make you personal stuff. She's been a seamstress most of her life.
Okay. I will be talking to you, Shelley. Lou Brown.
Yes.
Congratulations. Kazemde, meaning ambassador.
Ambassador.
Very well put.
Lou has always been an ambassador for us.
Yes.
Channel 30 in his life and his experiences. He will always hold us that way, and we will always look up to him that way. Thank you.
Chuck Benefield. Akil Obatiye. Obatiah. Intelligent one. One who uses reason. King of the world. This is Arabic. Belton Best, who was unable to attend. Right?
Yes.
Tafiti. Knowledge seeker.
Okay. All right, now we have a couple of write-ins because we didn't have the names earlier. Aisha Bailey.
Hassana Dakari. Congratulations. That's Patrick Long. Patrick Long. Habib Jafari. Beloved. beloved water of life.
Nyla, you? That's you? Say your name.
Anila.
Nyla.
Beautiful.
Nyla Long.
Ifema Urena, a good thing. Beautiful.
These are
Father's pride.
These are rap grandkids.
Congratulations. Kamani Long.
Right here.
Kamani Lamumba.
Money.
Great one. Gifted. Congratulations. Taisha Bailey Rodriguez.
All right. In the back.
Imani Kamari. Faith and family.
Race and family.
Rafael Rodriguez. Ade Vela. Or some people say Vela, but Vela. Royal One. Warrior. Justin Rodriguez. Kajada Omari, musician of long life.
Right.
Cameron Harris, Amari Adi, possesses great strength and royalty, West Africa. Kamora Rodriguez, Kenya Abebi, or might be pronounced Abibi, artist. She came to us.
Yes. All right. Oh, McCauley, where's his? I saw it too. Oh, we did. Oh, man. Look at Jay McCauley. It's mixed in it when the things fell and everything. No, we want to say his name. Just give us a second. Here it is right here. Okay. I'll read it, okay? No. Yeah, they got mixed up, I'm sorry. We're trying to find them now.
Mr. J. Stan McCauley.
J. Stan McCauley.
Okay.
Stan McCauley.
I think it's Murana. What it means is one who speaks a lot. Kenya, East Africa. Oh, okay. Thank you. Did we forget anybody? But when the table fell, we kind of got screwed up. Oh, Narvin Wilson. We'll give you the honor of presenting your name. All right, we can't find it. Don't do that to me. Okay, we'll be ready at a later date.
No, we can't do that.
Okay, all right, see if you can find it.
I'll find
Okay,
it.
now
My brother.
What we have is for our elders and staff that we present to them as part of the communal family.
I don't see one here.
No, he had it.
For a second, just one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rap, come up, leave it. I got this.
You saw?
No,
You saw your name?
no,
You saw it.
no, he had it on screen. I saw it on the screen.
Right, 1 second, I'm trying to find where did, Mike?
Long, I know it was
Right now, we're basically at the end of the ceremony. Put it in.
I haven't seen it. I went to one before.
All right, now we're going to wrap this up. If you take a look at the bottom of your agenda again, Mr. Nandi, brother, Nick is going to do the final welcoming of everyone into the family. The word for welcome, down there.
Yes.
You have it printed out for me.
It's at the bottom.
Hi. Good evening. Hello.
Here it is.
Welcome.
Here it is. Second line from the bottom. Welcome. Regal. It also gives a simple syllable explanation so that you can practice it. Practice these words. Share them with one another. Say them to each other before you leave it. Jumbo. What does jumbo mean?
Hello.
Yes. Amon. No one? Okay, what we're going to do right now to end it, we would like to welcome everyone to our family, to your family. So if you'll give yourself a round of applause. Now, Brother Lou has one last thing to say, and then we can go eat.
I do?
Yeah. Yeah, we got a job.
Before Lou says anything, Nandi means Queen of the Elephants. And that was given to me in Senegal.
So you're gonna
And
have to
I
find.
was practicing
Yeah, I saw that.
dancing, training to be who I am today. Thank you.
Forever? Oh.
few words as possible. I hope that everyone understands the significance of this occasion. Basically, repeat the word communal. Communal. You all right?
I just asked that question.
Women get protected by the staff. You are in our cover. You are in our cover. We are the warriors for you. You don't have to be the warrior. I'm sorry.
It's coming, ladies.
Sister Nani will design one for you.
Coming, ladies. It may not be a staff, but it's coming.
Yes, she will design one for you. We didn't think of that. Sorry.
Well, you know what? This woman has a staff now.
All right. That's Kuumba.
Well, take that one in honor for your brother, Sherman. He is one of our leaders, one of our front runners. Yes. Okay, so Lou finished? Did Lou finish?
The time to eat
You're over
yet?
there hugging people. Huh?
Yeah. I'm just
All right,
asking.
Lou's finishing up with.
Is it time to eat yet?
Yes, Lou is finishing up with.
Only because of the fact that
We got a job to do.
in my home I've got several staff.
Oh, good.
You've been in my home. You saw this morning.
Yes.
Several staff.
Thank you.
But again, we must never forget from where we come from and understand the connection that we have and be able to speak out.
Speak louder.
Speak out. And not be defensive. And be able to listen to the elders. I think we said to be to our elders often. The message will continue. That's so important. I must say to you, we should not wait to get 70 years of age to find out what it's all about. As one who's in communications, and I like to say I started on WKE radio, black radio, the urban media. Very important because of the fact that at some point, Mr. Francis Sharp, we cannot depend on the general media to inform us about us. It's not coincidental. So I say to you, we might have to resort to the drum very seriously. We might have to resort to the drum. And I'm being positive going forward. And not be ashamed of who we are. Because you're pro children of the sun. Because you're pro children of the sun, that doesn't mean you're anti anyone else. Lucy, I've got a dream. I'm a dreamer. One day we will be one.
Hold job.
As a Negro family. Ashe.
Ashe. Sit down and have a word.
One of the things we have to do in this generation, we must listen to the voices of our children.
Amen.
We must listen to the voices of our children because they see, hear, and experience what's happening today. And they are the generation that they need to be responsible. When they're out there, see one of the children that is not doing what is correct, speak, say something gently to them.
I should say. I'd like to point out one thing as a being we don't eat. New village. where we at. We are the new village. Communal family, that's who we are.
Yes.
Communal family. Around baby, what we do, we pull together. Thank you. Don't eat, enjoy yourself. Don't feel nothing on your rock. Don't
This is the seat of power for Hartford's municipal government. This is 550 Main Street, Hartford City Hall. In fact, it is the place where all the decisions are made, okay? Did you know that every bad decision, every bad policy is made by somebody elected to office? If you think your vote doesn't matter, you're wrong. Every vote counts. It's probably those of you that don't vote that make the biggest contribution to who gets into office. Well, we want to change that. November the 10th at 12 o'clock noon, I'm going to stand on the steps of this building and make an announcement, and I want you to come on out and be with me. Right here in front of Hartford City Hall for the decision. Hartford Municipal Building, November the 10th. Rain or shine, snow, sleet, hail, makes no difference. I need you to come on out, make your voice heard. If you're tired of being sick and tired, now's the time to make a difference.